ぐーっと。バトラさんのその考え、なかなかです。鍵の選びし6人の生贄を6文字の文字列と読み解く。柔軟な発想だと思います。鍵が鍵の形状をしたものとは限りませんから。
Good though. Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Last time, as you can clearly see here, we were riddle solving, alright? We were, as we do every episode, once every episode at least, we try to solve the riddle with the family or parts of the family. Now we got Erica on board and she's, I guess, crazy smart. She loves riddle solving. She loves a challenge, she loves a mystery challenge, and she's here for it. She's been trying to solve the riddle, and okay, six sacrifices chosen by the key as a string of characters. That's one way to interpret it. That's how Eva seemed to interpret it. And yeah, welcome back. Other than that, last time they were eating dinner, and Erika went on about chopsticks. If you're a proper Japanese, you eat with chopsticks. And then from there, the cousins have now come over here to the guest house, along with the other guests, of course. But most importantly, the cousins, because, you know, the cousins. I don't know why the cousins are most important. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But anyway, they're all here. And now they're talking about the Epitaph. And Evan and Reva seems awfully interested, because Erica said that solving the Epitaph would mean inheriting the head, because it's a common mystery. It's a common thing for a head of a family to do if they don't trust their eldest son or whoever to be the successor. They can leave a riddle or something, and that's why Erica was so confident in that whoever solves the riddle becomes the next head. And Eva obviously, you know, took the opportunity to listen in, because this is coming as a word from an outsider's perspective and not from someone within the family who may have a biased opinion on it. So, before we get right into it, I actually want to just look at the character file real quick. I want to look at the character file, because now we have Erica, Furudo Erica here. I have not read her character file yet, so let's just make sure to do that first, and then we can keep on going. Let's check that there's nobody on the witch side that I haven't learned about fully. I think I've already read. Okay, I think I've already read this part, haven't I? Or maybe I haven't. Oh, we can take the time. We can take the time reading this, in case I haven't read it before. But I think I've read it before. The Golden Witch and the Endless Witch. Beato's piece, who represents the witch illusion. Is Beato on the human side? She isn't. It's Erica instead. Okay. Let's go back to the witch side, because typically Beato be on the human side of the character file, and on the witch side, on both of them. Okay, Beato's piece represents the witch illusion, claims that the entire incident in Rokkenjima was caused by the witch illusion. In the 5th game, she clashes with Burnt Castle, who denies this. Because she is no more than a piece and the higher plane version of her has withdrawn from being the game master, she is not in a position to know the truth behind the 5th game. This means she is in a different position than the one held in previous games. Wait a minute. Okay, so I haven't read this before, because I want to say something. Because she's no more than a piece and the higher plane version of her has withdrawn from being the game master. She's not in a position to know the truth behind the 5th game. Wait. Does that mean that Beato knew the truth of all the previous games? And wasn't just going, haha, magic did this and magic did that, and going along with it? Yeah, because if you think about it, Beato would... Do you need to know the truth of the game to... No, you don't. Not really. You don't need to know the truth of the game to do what Beato has done. But I guess if she can claim things in red so confidently, that means she does know what happened. And if going along what I said, everything can be solved logically in human ways, then Beato must have been trying to figure out how to twist that and make it seem magical, right? Yeah, I never thought about it like that. Okay, Beato, alright. But now she doesn't know the answers. Only Lambda knows this time. Let's see what Byrne is saying. The Witch of Miracles, also known as the witch who knows that miracles don't occur. Okay, well. I'm not gonna talk about Higurashi right now. But yeah, okay. Participates in the 5th game as the player opposing Beato. However, from the very beginning, her aim has been to deny the witch illusion. Her only goal is to destroy Beato and her world as a way to stave off boredom. Though she does deny the witch illusion, she's no ally of battlers. Okay, so I guess we can try that. I guess we gotta remember this, that she's not an ally of battlers. I think this is important because I think up until now, I've just kind of assumed that Byrne has been helping out Battler, but not really been an ally, but kind of helping him out. But I gotta remember that maybe she won't actually be Battler's ally this episode. Maybe she has her own side. So we gotta be careful not to trust Erika or Byrne too much here. Because I'm on Battler's side, of course, right? I like to represent the main character in stories like these, or in any story, basically. Unless it's something like where the main character is the villain or something, or the bad person, right? Like in Death Note, for example. But other than that, but even then, I kind of like to imagine how am I gonna keep going along with this madness. But yeah, anyway, opposing Beato. Alright. Next we have Erika Frudo, or Frudo Erika in the witch side. And it says, Byrne Castle's double and servant, also Peace who has manifested in the human world. Because she is human, she cannot use magic and the like. However, because she's in contact with Byrne Castle in the higher world, wait, what? And can appeal to her to use higher world miracles and authority on her behalf, it would probably be no exaggeration to call Frudo Erika human capable of wielding the power of a witch. So she has contact with Byrne Castle. They can communicate. This is all trippy. It's trippy, but okay. Through Byrne Castle, she has been given the detective's authority while on the game board. Whatever detective means necessarily. Alright, detective authority. Therefore, even though she is an outsider to the Ushiroma family, she possesses the right to demand full attention from everyone when speaking, the right to advance proceedings, and the right to investigate the crime scene before the police arrive, as well as many other special abilities. What? Special abilities? What? Okay, alright, whatever that means. She gets pleasure from the process of solving riddles, but her greatest joy comes from using that victory to sneer at others. Okay, alright. She's a menace, is what you're telling me. She sounds like a menace. I mean, we still barely know anything about Frudo Erika. She seems to have a bit of a different personality than Byrne Castles, but alright. We got a little menace here. A little menace. But what are these special abilities, by the way? She possesses the right to demand full attention from everyone speaking, the right to advance proceedings, and the right to investigate the crime scene before the police arrive. That's wild. Alright, what's Blanda saying? Serving as the 5th game master in place of Beato, who stepped down from the position in the 4th game. Because of that, the story of the 5th game, while appearing very similar to previous games, is expected to turn out quite differently. Just like Byrne Castle, she has no love for boredom and might be friend or foe to Beato or Byrne, depending on the situation. Battler. The man designated by Beato as her opponent during the first 4 games. Disgusted at how Lambda Delta took over as game master for the 5th game, he is not taking part in it as a player. Virgilia, is it gonna be the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. Are you gonna be the same thing here? Ronove, yes sir. And Gop, I'm guessing it's gonna be the same thing. Okay. The 7 stakes are just gonna be the 7 stakes. Okay, I don't see any difference. Alright, cool. Now we can read about Erika in the human side. What's Erika in the human side saying? Fell from the pleasure boat Eternal May 2. What? Mid-cruise in the waters near Rokkenjima. Eternal May 2. Okay, that's probably some reference that I'm not getting. Alright. She washed up on Rokkenjima on October 4th, 1986. The Ushima family welcomed her as a guest. She managed to drift to the island unharmed thanks to several miracles, including the life jacket she was wearing. But, several miracles. But then you go to her witch side, to Byrne Castle. It says, also known as the witch who knows that miracles don't occur. So what's that about? What's that about, huh? Clearly some miracles occurred for Erika to wash ashore out here. I think we're done here. Actually, I want to see Nazi. Does he say anything new for Nazi? Possessor strong. Nope. Same thing. Okay. Alright, now that we've read the character file, we can go back to reading. Alright. Battler's Son. We can interpret the 6 sacrifices chosen by the key as a string of 6 characters. I think that's a clever way of thinking outside the box. After all, key-shaped objects are not the only types of keys. Alright. You also mentioned this in episode 3, Kirie. I also thought of the possibility that it's an anagram, she says. We've had this exact discussion before, I feel like, in episode 3. I'm just, and there's some clear, obvious hints going on here, but I'm too dumb to get it. Someone in the comments even told me that, they're able to figure out what Kinzo's beloved home of old all the way back in episode 1, which is wild. Which is wild to me, because I'm in episode 5 and I don't even have a clue. I don't even have an area for it could be. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere in the West, because Kinzo loves the West so much. So it could be in the Western world somewhere, it could be in a European country. But I have no clue. I don't... That's impressive though. Apparently we've been given it enough hints already all the way back in episode 1 to solve something like that, and I think that's crazy. But okay, come to think of it, you did say something like that before, but in that case, what do we remove the 6 characters from? How could we read it in a way that gives us more than 6 characters? I don't know, Eva, you're the one that solved it. I see where this is going. Eva's gonna solve it again, and we're gonna get a round 2 of Eva Trice. Is that what's gonna happen? Someone's gotta solve it. If you follow father's sensibilities, I guess it probably is English after all. You're telling me Kinzo's beloved home of old is England? Or United Kingdom, maybe? What if Kinzo's beloved home of old is the United Kingdom, or he lived in London, and the Sweetfish River is the River Thames? Guys, I solved it! Kinzo's beloved home of old is London. The River Thames! That's it. I got it. I solved it, right, guys? I solved that's Kinzo's beloved home. That's it. He's from London. That's a crazy place to call a beloved home of old. There's no way you're gonna call London your beloved home of old. But I don't know, Kinzo loves the way. Maybe he traveled to London, and maybe the river, maybe Thames is known for having sweet fish. The River Thames. I don't know much about London, but if that's true, and it is the River Thames, dude, am I on the money, y'all? Am I on the money? I'm on the money. Unless it is in Japan somewhere. But if it's in Japan, I don't know anything about Japanese geography. Not that I know much about UK's geography either, but I know like a little bit more about the United Kingdom's geography compared to Japanese geography. I have no clue about Japanese geography at all. I don't know. All I know is that a place called Tokyo exists. It's somewhere. It's located somewhere in Japan. That's all I know. I can't help you. I'm not good at this. Alright. Is it English? If it looks like we're getting stuck, why don't we move on to the second Twilights and look for hints? That's right. I'm glad Rosa's trying to help out. You can probably think of those who remain as the remaining characters after the first 6 have been removed. Yeah. It might be really obvious when we know what the actual word we're supposed to remove the 6 characters from is. Maybe then we'll see, oh, those 2 characters are obviously really close in that word. What have you gone, Battler? I get it, so that's what this is about. What's up, Battler? What's up? For example, let's take the following list of 9 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remove 6, and then let's say that the 6 characters offered as sacrifices are 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. We erase the aforementioned 6 characters from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and get x2, x45, xxxx. Correct. So the two who are close would then be 45. I mean, I see what you mean, but I guess that's what we're going with. So 2, 4, and 5 are left. Well, I mean, we're just. This is in an. I mean, that's not the word we're gonna be using though. So what? Chester 45? Right, Rosa? Is that what you're going? 4 and 5 are close. Chester 45. Nah, you destroy one of the bunny girls though, Rosa. You destroy one of the bunny girls. I don't know about that one. Are you gonna destroy Chester 45 as well? Are you gonna destroy another bunny? Another one of Mary's bunnies? Yes, I get it. Okay, Hideyoshi gets it. So by the two who are close, it means x2, x45, xxxx. But that's not the word we're using though. That's not the string of characters we're using necessarily. We've just taken the numbers 1 through 9. What? Okay. Good though. She loves saying that, doesn't she? And then she's also gonna say, because of this deduction, because of this, I'm confident in Furudo, Erika. What was it again? She had a catchphrase. I know she had a catchphrase. Even a deduction like this becomes easy for Furudo, Erika. Something like that. Something like that. She has a catchphrase. Well done, Battler-san.
引き裂くという意味が4と5も潰せという意味なのか4と5の間を開けと言っているのかは分かりかねますがその着眼は良いと思います
That is another good thing to think about is are we supposed to completely eliminate and erase 4 and 5 or put a gap between them?
なら第3の番の残されし者は誉れ高き我が名を称えよってのは
What do you think about this? While those who remain shall praise my noble name. Well, if 2 is the only one remaining in this scenario, then praise the number 2? No. 2. The characters that remain shall praise my noble name. And Eric is saying that there's a possibility this part is also a word game. What could it mean? That stuff. Have any of you figured it out? I think I have. Yo, Erika though! You're too smart for us, what the hell? Dude! These lot have been trying to solve it for how many decades and you just come over here and immediately just go like, I got it. I don't know, actually, how long has the Epitaph been up? How many years? I'd assume it's been up for decades because they've been trying to solve it since they were young, haven't they? The siblings? It's surely been up for at least 10 years now, right? What is it? Tell me. Is this also an anagram? Makashi kara gutto! Gutto! Battler-san, you're a pretty flexible thinker. Yeah, you switch around the letters to get a different word. That means... I would guess they mean that you can make some kind of word by changing the order of the remaining letters. Is that what praise my noble name would mean? If so... Oh! I might be getting ahead of myself a bit with this one theory, but I'm going to assume the original list of characters that the first file is taken out of is 11 characters long. Why? You'd remove 6 so you have 5 left, then you remove 2 so you have 3 left, and you're supposed to reorder those 3? Why specifically 11? You move 6 and 2, you have 8. Why 11? Why 11? Why 11 characters long? I don't get it.
またしてもお見事。
I'm trying to... Wait. Yo, Battle is smarter than me? This is wild.
私も同じ見解でした。
Erica reached the same conclusion. I feel really dumb now. I mean, I know I wasn't smart, but come on, man. Come on, man. It doesn't... Damn it.
どうしてよ
Okay, Hideyoshi is as dumb as I am. We'll take it. Well, maybe you're not that dumb.
どうして11文字なんて言えるんや
How can we be so sure there are 11 characters?
生贄を一人殺すというのは文字を一文字潰すことを意味すると思われます。第二の番の引き裂けをとりあえず2文字の間を開けという意味で解釈した場合なら11文字。
I still don't get it, no.
この引き裂けが2文字を潰せという意味なら13文字になると想定されます。
I still don't get it. What? Killing a single sacrifice appears to mean eliminating a single character. If you interpret the third part of the second twilight to mean adding a gap between two characters, then we would expect there to be 11 characters in total. Why? I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Guys, I ain't solving this. I'm getting so many hints, I know, but I ain't solving this. If third part, wait, let's not stop thinking though. We gotta try our best. If third part means to eliminate those two characters, then we would expect 13. I still don't get it. My head's not getting this. I'm not in the game. I'm out of the loop here. Hey, yo, Battler, you solve it for me. Wait, I don't get it.
なぜならその後の第4の番から第8の番にかけて5回殺せという記述が出るからです。
Okay, I see what she means now. I see. Because 4th to 8th Twilight, there's 5 sacrifices. First Twilight is 6 killings, right? So you have 11. Now if the third part means to spread a gap between two characters and not eliminate them, then we'd have 11. If it means to eliminate them, then we'd have 13. I see what you mean. But how do you know that there are none remaining by the end of the Epitaph? Wait, by the end of the Epitaph, does it say something along the lines of, now that there are none, you found the gold or something? None shall be left alive! Right! None shall be left alive at the end. So all the characters should be gone by the end of the word. I see. Yes, you can arrive at by the conclusion at the end of the riddle. By the 10th Twilight, 9th Twilight, the witch is reborn or something. The golden witch is reborn. 10th Twilight, wait, was it 10th Twilight? The witch is reborn and none shall be left alive. So no character should be left alive eventually.
そしてその次の第
Yeah, okay, 9th Twilight, my bad.
誰も生き残れないと書かれています。
On the 9th Twilight, it's written that no one will be left alive, not the 10th. So what was the 10th again? Then you should reach the home of the gold, I think. That was the 10th Twilight. None should be left alive. The witch resurrects and you reach the home of the gold, I think.
魔女が蘇るって部分をとりあえず無視するなら、これは第一の番に6文字潰し、寄り添った文字を割いて、さらに5文字潰したら。
I figured it meant that after eliminating 6 characters from the first one, separating the characters that are close, and then eliminated 5 more, you get 11?
ぴったり文字がなくなるという意味ではないかと考えたんだ。
There should be exactly none left. So it's an 11 character word or a 13 character word. 11 or 13, one of those two. So that makes 6 plus 5 equals 11 characters. Thank you, Umineko. Thank you. Thank you for giving us the math. Thank you very much. If there are part the two who are close on the second Twilight means to kill both of them, then we have 13. That makes 6 plus 2 plus 5 equals 13 characters. Thank you, Umineko, once again for the math. We needed that. There's a chance that the word symbolizing the first Twilight has 11 or 13 characters. We need to find that word to begin with, and to find that word, we need to solve the first part of the riddle, which is to find Well, firstly we have to find Kinto's beloved home of old. We have to understand what that means. Then we have to follow the river downstream. And then we have to find the shore the two speak of or something like that. But our starting point is still Kinto's beloved home of old. We're not getting anywhere until we find out what Kinto's beloved home of old is. If Kinto's beloved home of old is this 11 character word, from there we can go along maybe down the Twilights. Who knows?
実にお見事です。私とまさに同じ推理。バトラさんはどうやら私と同じ灰色の三本に恵まれているようですね。
It looks like you were gifted with the same little gray cells I was, Battler son.
よせやい。適当だぜ、適当。
Just doing what comes naturally. Why is Battler son to be so smart though? Come on, man. He was better than me there. Azure Gear.
おいおい、なんだよこれ。
Dude, your human self was really good at solving that.
コマの俺は随分と頭が切れるじゃねえか。
I know, right? Dude, he's a genius.
おかげで俺の推理する出番がねえぜ。
There's no room left for me to make theories.
あ、ごめんなさい。バトラはこの時不在だったから。
Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey yo! Oh! Bro! Yo! That is disgusting. That is disrespectful. That is disrespectful. That is that is so disrespectful. Holy crap. Hey yo. What's more disrespectful? This or calling Battler incompetent in red? What's more disrespectful? Nah. Incompetent in red is still the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Incompetent in red. Hey, yo, nah, that's... But this is bad, you know. But this is still really bad. Yo! I was beginning to be like, hey, why is Battler so clever? He's smarter than me. Dude, so, just so you guys know, right? Someone a couple videos back actually gave me the list of all Nox commandments, right? And I went through and read them all. Oh no, he gave me a Wikipedia page of, or they, I don't know if it's a he or she, they gave me a Wikipedia page of the golden age of detective fiction or something from the 1920s and 30s, right? And I quickly read through all of it. And at the very end, there's a list of the Nox commandments, and it even mentioned the Van Dyke commandment, but that was its own Wikipedia page, so I didn't click on that. I was like, whatever. But I read the Nox commandments; those seem to be relevant, at least here in Umineko a little bit. And one of them was no Chinaman involved or something like that, which I found really funny. But according to you commenters, no, it had something to do with detective fiction being a little bit racist in the 1920s or something like that. Racist towards Chinese people being the culprit, or a Chinese person being the culprit, something like that. So that was why it was its own Nox commandment, although nowadays I guess it's a bit outdated. But anyway, one of the Nox commandments was that the Shibuya Watson, who's a character that is just a little dumber than the reader, right? So a little dumber than us, right? And once I read the Nox commandments, I was immediately like, oh, that's Battler, right? Battler is supposed to be there as a stand-in for someone who's just a bit dumber than us. You know, just a little bit dumber than the reader, right? A reader is supposed to be a bit smarter than Battler. Not much smarter than Battler. I mean, I'm not gonna go over here and claim much smarter than Battler. But Battler's kind of the Watson, right? That's the funny part about it. And I found that really funny because Battler being the Watson, being a little bit dumber. So when I saw this scene a second ago, I was like, yo, Battler's being awfully clever here. I've never seen Battler be so smart before. What? Why is he able to do all this? And And even Battler in the other dimension, he goes, "Wow, I'm really clever. How did I?" Even he's amazed. How did I figure that out? And Burn, ultimate disrespect, saying, "Ah, sorry, you're not around. I was controlling your piece. You're not that smart. Don't worry. I was doing it for you. I was acting it out for you. Don't worry. I know you're dumber than this." That's so disrespectful. So, and I love it. And I love it. So disrespectful.
切れ者っぽくていいでしょ。
Isn't it nice how sharp I made it seem? So I was so confused. How is Battler so much smarter than me? Dude, I was genuinely feeling a little bit like, hey yo, wait a minute, am I? Because Erica, Frudo Eric is obviously smarter than I am, right? I mean, she's already gone this far, and this is the first time she's seen the riddle, so she's obviously much better than I am. And all the things she has solved are things that have nothing to do with knowing Japanese. These are things you could have solved just by reading the riddle in English. So this is completely this is nothing to do with language barriers. This is just intellect. Just Frudo Erica's intellect being higher than mine, or much higher than mine, clearly. And probably a lot of other readers who didn't figure out what she figured out right away in episode 1 when they first read the riddle. Or maybe the second episode, whenever they went through the riddle. But Battler, ultimate disrespect, got given. That's funny. Battler, there's no way Battler, Mr. Small Bombs could come up with that. Mr. Small Bombs himself. Small Bombs.
あんたはベルにプレイヤーをしてもらった方が賢そうに見えるわ。プレイヤーは降りて駒に専念した方がよくない？
I joined in on this game on October 5th after the first few murders. Right. So for October 4th and a little bit on October 5th, Burn is acting out your piece for you, so you're being smarter than you actually are. But then you go back to your normal self, so it's fine, Battler. So up until that point, the beast called me was being controlled by Burn Castle, the player. I'm gonna say this now then. If Battler is being controlled by Burn Castle, then that means Fruder Erica is the player, right? Because Burn Castle is the player. So I'm gonna go with this. Everything that Burn Castle sees or Fruder Erica sees is the truth, and I guess it's from her POV, so we can trust it. And it's no longer a Battler sees anymore. Which means when Battler saw all the people in the parlor at the time when he was looking at them, it said "I" with quotation marks on purpose. I feel like because maybe Battler's not the player anymore, so we don't have to trust what Battler sees anymore. Which means that Battler saw Kanon and stuff, we don't have to mean as literally he saw Kanon and Shannon. It could be narration trying to fool us. Which means maybe my theory is still up, even though it's very far-fetched. But it is still kind of far-fetched, so I do want to move away to the Nazi culprit theory. I'm not gonna lie, Nazi culprit theory makes more sense. And Fruder Erica came to that conclusion herself, so yeah. But if it's true that now Fruder Erica is a detective, so what she sees is what we're supposed to trust, well, that leads to still that the people that were in the parlor at the time, those were still all the people that were in the island. So the problem with that is, considering we just said that Battler had narration issues, right? We had narration issues with Battler. That would mean that we could still have had people that were in the parlor, where one of them was the culprit, and Fruder Eka saw that person, and we don't know about it. If that makes sense, right? And we, the reader, don't know about it. We haven't been told about this person. For example, maybe Nazi's child was in the parlor and he's the culprit, and the reason why we didn't see it is because there was a narration line to us, because that's what Battler was seeing. Does that make sense? Although again, this is another very, very far-fetched theory, but I do want to know what's going on with Nazi's child still. Anyway, I'm gonna go with that mindset from now on. That what Fruder Eka is detective, she's the player. We're gonna trust what she sees, I guess. Alright. Which makes it possible for Burncastle to present her reasoning through my mouth. The game I'm watching now is nothing more than a replay of a part that's already ended. That's wild. Bachelor, that is disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how I would take that if I was you. However, that's probably good enough for now. This burnt castle, Sama has gone out of her way to solve the epitaph for me. So I'll watch closely for now. And I'll try to find out what it means. Lambda Delta let it slip herself just a second ago. Really? She did?
そりゃそうでしょう。
Oh yeah, she said that. I remember, but I didn't understand what that meant. She said that riddles aren't supposed to be easy to solve; they're supposed to be hard. But I don't know how that's a hint.
それを教えてあげちゃったらヒントが過ぎちゃうわ。
Yeah, and how is you telling me this a hint in and of itself?
難易度の高い謎でなきゃ意味がないんだから。
No point to it? I don't get it.
あらいけない。これもヒントになっちゃうわね。
I don't get how that's a hint. This theory about grandfather creating the epitaph in order to choose a successor isn't bad at all. Eric and Berncastle's logic is extremely reasonable. But that's only if you assume grandfather was the one to create it. Was he not? Maybe he wasn't. He was probably alive at the time the epitaph was displayed. But of course, he's already dead by 1986. And in the games up until now, Beatrice threatened us repeatedly with letters, saying that the only way to survive was to solve the epitaph, and trying to force us to solve the riddle. In other words, it was Beatrice's intention, her hope, that we would try to solve the riddle of the epitaph. Does that mean that Beato made the riddle and told Kinzo to write it down and display it? I mean, Kinzo's gonna listen to everything Beato tells him to do. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Kinzo doesn't have the sort of relationship with Beato that we think he does. The epitaph is so confusing that, in most cases, the relatives never seriously tried solving it until the threatening letters started to arrive. That's why Beato fired the starting pistol, which made us take a go at it. Why is Beato carrying out grandfather's last wishes? Like the theory proposed in the first game, is she really grandfather's confidant? Following his orders even after his death and trying to select the successor with the riddle of the epitaph in his stead? It is mysterious, it is. I still don't get that. If you assume the culprit is Nazi, why would she do that? Or if you assume the culprit is Sayo, why would she do that? I'm assuming Sayo is Beato and she's the one sending out the letters. Right? Because I'm trying to flip the chessboard for both Sayo and Nazi. Do either Sayo or Nazi want this? Nazi wouldn't want that. From Nazi's perspective, that doesn't make sense. Nazi would obviously want Cross to be the next head. Her motivation for killing the rest of the family is obviously for threatening. If anything, it's for threatening to disrupt Cross from becoming the next head, right? So if anything, she would be against this whole riddle of the epitaph bullcrap. She wouldn't be trying to enforce it with letters and stuff. So in that specific sense, Nazi being the culprit doesn't make sense, motivation-wise. But other than that, she has the most motivation out of the people I've suspected for doing the killings. And then we have Sayo or Shannon. I don't really know what's going on with her. But if she is the culprit, why would she be enforcing these letters? Let's say she also has the gold, right? She knows what the gold is. She's the current holder of the gold, and that's why she's Beato. And let's say whoever is Beato is the current holder of the gold. That would mean Virgil is the previous holder of the gold, and if Virgil is related to Kumasawa, Kumasawa was then the previous holder of the gold? I've already tested out the theory before and thought about that Kumasawa could have been the previous gold owner. But how does that work? Does that mean Kumasawa is in cahoots with whoever Beato is? Because even if Beato isn't Shannon, my theory about Kumasawa being the previous holder of the gold still stands, right? But how does that work? Unless you're telling me Kumasawa is secretly Kinzo's actual wife? No, that doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. Because the relatives would know how that... No. The relationship between Kumasawa and the relatives wouldn't make sense if Kumasawa was Kinzo's wife, actual wife, and that was the whole twist they were going for. That wouldn't make any sense. So what sort of relationship does Kumasawa have with Kinzo then? Unless No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say unless Kumasawa is actually Beato herself, and the portraits were made when she was young, along with Kinzo, and he was young as well. And let's say they were dating when they were both really young, and Kinzo made out a portrait for Beato, also known as Kumasawa, and now it's 1986, so Kumasawa's much older, and people don't know that she's Beato. But that theory also doesn't add up because the gold was inherited by Beato after Virgilia had it, right? Kurosawa's not the current holder of the gold. It's whoever Beato is right now. So the Beato that is Beato is not Kumasawa Beato. Am I thinking about this too deeply? Is she really grandfather's confidant, following his orders even after his death? Minute Darkness, what a soundtrack. This is a good soundtrack. This is a good theorizing soundtrack, you know? That would mean that Beato really is grandfather's trusted underling, and exactly the family alchemist she called herself in that letter. After grandfather's death, Beato would have managed the 10 tons of gold and taken the title of alchemist. Yeah? Without ever embezzling the gold, she entrusted it all to the Epitaph's riddle, and waited for a human fitting to be the successor to appear to solve it. But why? I don't get it. She could have embezzled the gold. She could have done... Nobody else knows the gold exists, right? The siblings don't even know the gold exists. They just mysteriously think about it. Why would she go through all this? I don't get it. Especially if it's Nazi, that doesn't make sense. If Nazi's the culprit and she's the holder of the gold and she's Beato, it really doesn't add up. What if it's Jessica? Jessica is connected to Canon. We know so. I know it's related to Canon. Whoever the culprit is related to Canon, because there's no way Canon's corpse can disappear that much every episode. Something's going on with Canon. And it's obviously easy to relate it to Shannon, but we can also relate it to Jessica. That it's Jessica. Jessica also does have her skin pockets where she carries the knuckles. Right, the brass knuckles at all times, which is very sus to begin with. Why is she carrying brass knuckles with her at all times? Although we never saw battlers seeing her carry them. That could have been narration as well. That could have been narration fooling us as well. So maybe she's not carrying brass knuckles with her at all times? Yeah, that is true. Even in the school, even in the school conference or school festival thing that Canon went to, even then, Battle wasn't there to see it. We just saw it in a flashback sort of thing. I do believe that Canon and Jessica were there together, but for her to have taken out brass knuckles and hit up those children, wouldn't Jessica have gotten in trouble with that with the school for doing that? I mean, wouldn't the school have confiscated the brass knuckles from her? Yeah, to begin with, isn't that weird? You just can carry brass knuckles with your school and beat up kids with it that make fun of you? And Jessica ended up being fine. Wouldn't not have had made issues with that? Wouldn't have you seen scenes where Nazi would be like, hey yo, the school told me you hit these children with brass knuckles? That doesn't add up! When I think about it like that, it doesn't add up. Maybe it is narration lying to us. What about Jessica's friends? Are we even supposed to believe they exist? Saku and Rin? Do they even exist? They haven't been mentioned since they were first mentioned in episode 2. So I just tried to remember their names because they might be relevant characters in the future, but maybe not. What about... If Jessica's the culprit, would it make sense that she'd do all this? Jessica is the current holder of gold, and she's following along Kinzo's orders post-mortem. Why would she do that? Why would she have the family try to solve the riddle? Why? I'm trying to flip the chessboard for Jessica. Jessica dislikes living on the island, right? She dislikes being, I mean, she dislikes her parents, but she does love them still, right? She still is very mad when they die, right? But she dislikes them a little bit, and she doesn't want to be this rich girl. She just wants to be an average girl. So maybe, yeah, Jessica wouldn't be this. Jessica is not the sort of person to really care about gold, right? She wouldn't embezzle the money. Although I don't think Shannon or Natsu are either. I don't think either of them are really into the gold that much. I don't think any of them are really... If any of them were the culprit, I don't think any of them would be doing it for the gold. Natsu would have motivations because of the motivation that we already discussed why Natsu has the most motivation. But she wouldn't be doing it for the gold. It's because of the disrespect and the way they've treated her, and of course Cross and the siblings and Eva as well. For Shannon, it's surely an emotional thing, right? I mean, if she's the holder of gold, I don't understand, but I don't understand why she did the murders. It doesn't make sense. And from Jessica's side, I don't know why she did the murders, and I don't know why any of them would want the family to solve the riddle on purpose. And for Nazi especially, it doesn't make sense. Why would Jessica want to choose a new head of the family through this riddle? Let's try to think of it as if Jessica was the culprit. Why would she want to choose a new head of the family that way? Is it because she doesn't want Cross to be the next head? Her dad to be the next head? If she wouldn't want her dad to be the next head, because if her dad is the next head, then she'd be forced to continue being living on the island and not being able to live the life she wants to with Kanon, maybe. And maybe that's why Kanon is involved in the murders and Kanon's body is never found. So maybe that's why Jessica's doing it. So maybe Jessica is doing it because she doesn't want her dad to become the successor to the family. And obviously Jessica can't just go to the family conference and demand that, hey, the next head is now Eva or Rudolph or something. She can't just do that. They won't just do that, right? So her best bet of doing it is to do this whole riddle solving thing and make it more believable for the family that this is actually how to succeed the next head, right? Especially if she was given orders to do that by Kinzo. If Jessica is the culprit, if Jessica is Beata and wants to solve the riddle, then Cross wouldn't succeed the head. Maybe Jessica has to trust that someone other than Cross would solve the riddle. Cross doesn't succeed the head. Cross has to leave the island, and Jessica can live the life more of a life that she's allowed to. But if that was her aim, why would she then go on a killing spree? And why is Kanon's corpse never found? How is Jessica connected to Kanon's corpse or Kanon? That doesn't add up either. Why would she go on a killing spree? Why doesn't she just do the whole announcement, wait for someone to solve the riddle? Maybe she went to the killing spree because Cross or Nazi got really close to solving it, and she was like, nope, I won't let you solve it. So she kills both of them. She kills her own parents. Doesn't make sense in my head either. But let's say she does that, and then she goes, well, I'm too deep into this now. Let's kill everyone else as well, and set off a bomb to explode at the end of every episode. Oh, Jessica. I don't think that's the case either. Whichever culprit I try to choose based off one of these three that I suspect the most, there are missing pieces of the puzzle that doesn't make sense. But one thing I do know is that Kanon must be connected, and Kanon is the most deeply connected to Shannon and Jessica. However, Nazi has the most motive to do the killings, and through the Irka even declared Nazi the culprit, and through the Irka is clearly much smarter than me. So what's going on? What's going on here? Dang it, man! This is a great mystery, you know. Well, I feel like I really want to know the truth. I wonder how much longer until I know the truth, until I learn what the truth is. Alright. And if that human didn't appear within a set time limit, that meant game over? Yeah, but why? Why set a time limit? If it was Jessica, why would she set a time limit? That doesn't make sense. Why would let's say it's Shannon, why would she do that? Battler had a sin 6 years ago. What if Battler's sin 6 years ago was to... No. You have a sin, Battler, 6 years ago. Yeah, Battler's sin is what led the murders to happen. It's what led to people being killed, right? So if Battler's connected to this whole solving riddle thing, maybe Battler's time limit... Maybe whoever the culprit is wants Battler to solve it, and if Battler doesn't solve it by the time limit, she kills everybody? Beato does? Why does she want Battler to solve it? Does she want Battler to become the next head? Why? Why Battler specifically? If the culprit is Jessica, why would she want Battler specifically? She did sound happy when Battler said that she was gonna come back to the family conference. Is that when Jessica set up this whole murder spree stuff? I mean, if Jessica is the culprit, it would explain the situation in episode 4 where she called Battler and was like, yeah, Battler, this is how you're gonna find my corpse when I'm dead. If it's Nazi, why would Nazi want Battler to become the next head? That makes no sense in any capacity. If it was Shannon, why would Shannon want Battler to become the next head? I don't get it. I don't get it. Without love, it cannot be seen, huh? I don't get it. Let's keep reading though. Certainly, when Auntie Eva solved the riddle in the third game, she became the only survivor and automatically the final head of the Tsushima family, inheriting everything. But was that the culprit's goal? Was that Beato's goal? Was Beato's goal for Eva to solve it? Or was Beato's goal for Battler to solve it? It seems to me like Beato's goal was for Battler to solve it, weirdly enough. But why Battler? Up to this moment, no one has ever survived past October 5th except Auntie Eva, the one who solved the Epitaph. I mean, there's a clear line based on the only survivor that solving the Epitaph means your survival. That was the only case where Beato let anyone survive. And Eva also ended up in Kurodorian, which means she found the location of Kurodorian, even though she's been living in the island. Well, I mean, she has lived in the island for years before then and knows the island very well. And she didn't know Kurodorian existed until the actual episode, until after she solved the riddle. I mean, there's something going on. If the bomb explodes in the mansion and Kurodorian is a safe place, did Eva then know that the bomb was going to explode in the mansion and then flee to Kurodorian, to the hidden mansion? That is the current theory, right? Is Beato's loyalty to grandfather the thing that drives her? Did grandfather give her some terrible order to kill everyone if the Epitaph isn't solved? And she's so loyal that she faithfully carries that out? But if she wants Battler to be the one to solve... If she wants Battler to be the one to solve the riddle, how is that connected to being loyal to Kinzo? Was Kinzo like, Ayo, make sure someone solves the riddle within a set time limit? Or something like that. But then, secretly the culprit or Beato wanted Battler to solve it specifically for some reason, and she's not actually following Kinzo's orders? I don't know. I must not stop thinking. I agree! Don't stop thinking. Don't stop thinking. Don't stop believing. Don't just think of the riddle itself. Think about why it's significant. Why is Beato telling us to solve the Epitaph? Why did she create such a confusing Epitaph for us? If Beato makes us try and solve this Epitaph that we have no real chance of solving, and by some lucky chance, a miracle occurs and someone is able to solve it, what significance does that have to her? That's true. I don't know what this miracle would be worth to Beato. Is this what Battler meant when he said that he... Is this what Battler meant when he said he couldn't figure out Beato's thought process a couple parts ago? When he was looking at doll Beato and being like, I don't understand what you're doing, Beato. None of your moves make sense. Is that what Battler meant? Anyway, until we figure out the first Twilight, we'll have to give up on the rest. We tried looking at it from several different angles, but in the end, we got stuck there and made no further advances. Future. Is this a new soundtrack? Future. Anyway, Maria's woken up. She's in the lobby. Maria let out an extra large yawn. Or maybe she's just tired. This caused several other people to yawn. Yeah, contagious yawn. We had been using our heads so much that everyone had gotten a little sleepy. Jessica, who had been silent, and looking displeased the whole time, quickly stood up. I don't know. We'll try to focus on Jessica as well. Why was she silent and looking displeased? Maybe it's not just related to Cross. Jessica was awfully angry about Erica saying that the riddle was a succession to the head. So if she was the culprit, then why would she be so angry? Unless that's an act or something.
私はマリアと一緒に上へ行ってるぜ。テレビでも見てる。
I'm going upstairs with Maria. We'll watch TV or something.
そうだね。僕も上がるよ。
George will go up to.
そうだ。みんなで上でトランプでもしようか。
Why don't we all play cards upstairs? When George proposed this, Maria completely forgot about that big yawn of hers and started jumping around, insisting that she wanted to play cards. Judging by the clock, it would soon be 10 at night. It was clear it was already about that time you normally take a bath and get ready for sleep. Even the adults seemed pretty weary from traveling. We decided to continue this later and went our separate ways.
エリカちゃんも一緒にどう？
She's gonna be like, I'm too smart to play with y'all. She probably is though, to be fair.
トランプ。
Cards, Erica?
お気持ちだけで結構です。客人の分もわきまえず、ちょっと仕切りすぎました。今夜はおとなしく休もうと思います。自分が遭難者であることをすっかり忘れていましたから。
I'd like to take it easy and rest for the night. I'd almost forgotten that I was just in an accident. Quote unquote accident. I don't know how much I believe that.
まったくだぜ。
Oh! This is a remix of one of these Slice of Life soundtracks. This future soundtrack. Was it Bounce or something? I don't know. It's one of the Slice of Life soundtracks that plays at the start. Oh! Oh yeah, it is a remix. Oh, I like this remix. Oh! I like this. Okay. Oh, that was good. That was good. Alright.
とても溺れてたとは思えない元気さだ。
You're such high spirits, it's hard to believe you almost drowned.
若さね。でも楽しかったわ。あなたのおかげで推理が一層進んだ気がする。もし私が黄金を見つけたら、100万円くらい分けてあげるわ。
You found the gold that you have about 1 million yen's worth? Alright, Eva. Because you are the one that's solved the riddle before, so... And Rosa, don't forget! I'll never forget that Rosa also solved the riddle. Alright? Give Rosa that credit. Don't let Eva and her bull crap overshadow my best... Don't let it overshadow how cool Rosa is and how she managed to solve the riddle as well, alright? Rosa did it too. Come on, y'all. Don't forget.
せめて気前よく1億ぐらいドーンとは言えんのか。
Yeah, you get 10 billion. You could give her like 50 million or something. Yeah, I agree with Hideyoshi here. Come on, you greedy, a little bit greedy.
結構です。
100 million yen is what? $1 million. Dang, dude. Dang, you're living good after that. You know, you're living good after that. There's really no need. Alright, Erica.
私に興味があるのは謎解きだけですので、それではこれで失礼します。おやすみなさい。
If you'll excuse me, good night.
おやすみ。
あら、バトラ君は上に行かないの？
Oh, you're not going upstairs, Battler?
俺はちょっと面白くなっちまったので、もう少しここで考えをまとめてみます。第一の番を示す文字列さえ分かれば、きっと一気に道は開けると思うんすけどね。
If I can just figure out the list of characters that marks the first Twilight, I'll bet the road before me will open up all at once. You gotta remember that this is Burn controlling Battler's piece and not Battler actually being smart and saying this. Alright. That's so funny and disrespectful though. Everyone up to the second floor one by one. Only Auntie Rosa... Oh! Only Auntie Rosa remained behind. Clean up the coffee cups everyone had been drinking out of. Kiria-san and some others had offered to help, but since Auntie Rosa had refused this, she was washing them all alone. Since I'd just been treated to such delicious coffee, I decided to help too. I wasn't just doing it because I felt obligated. I wanted to keep discussing the epitaph with someone. So Battle's gonna keep discussing the epitaph with Rosa. Let's go! Visual novel knows what I like. Visual novel has my two favorite characters talking with each other. Now you know what I... Now you're talking to Amin. Now you're talking to Amin Luffy right here. Let's go! Let's go! My two favorite characters? Just like that? Listen, visual novel, you're treating me good here. Oh, let's go!
第一の番第一の
We can take hints from this, but you gotta remember that this isn't actually Battler, and we gotta remember that Eric is left by this point, so everything that happens here could be narration. You know what I mean? Narration lying to us. Because now I'm gonna assume Eric is the detective, she's the player, so what she sees is what we're supposed to trust, right?
ローザおばさんはなんか思いつく文字列とか言葉あるっすか？
Auntie Rosa, have you thought of some list of characters or a word?
さあ、私には全然。
I don't have a clue. This is so awesome! Rosa and Beth interacting. Let's go! Ah! Yo, you're spoiling me. Yo, writer, you're spoiling me, yo. You're spoiling me with this interaction. Ah, let's go! Let's go. Alright, let's enjoy it while it's here. Alright, let's grasp in the moment. Grasp in the moment. What am I saying? Alright, I'm losing my mind here. This is hype.
でも第一の番じゃなくて第10の番はちょっと気になったかしら。
But instead of the first twilight, it's the 10th twilight that bugs me. The one where we reach the home of the gold. You gotta remember, guys. I keep saying, I've said this earlier as well, but Rosa solved the riddle. So what bugs Rosa and what Rosa's theorizing is not a bad standpoint to go off of, if that makes sense. It's not a bad point to go off of because she was able to actually solve the riddle. So she's probably going to be on the money with her theorizing of the riddle, right? So that's another thing. That's an important thing, I think.
第10の番何ですか？
The 10th twilight? What about it? On the 10th twilight, the journey ends and she'll reach the home of the gold.
黄金鏡って単語何度も出てくるでしょ。
Oh, they've mentioned this before about how the word went from being golden land to being home of the gold during the 10th twilight.
出てきますね。
なぜか第10の番だけ旅は終わり黄金の今日いえ里ね黄金の里へ至るだろうって書かれているの。
The home kanji separated out. Ooh, does this have something to do with Kinzo's beloved home of old?
どうしてここだけ黄金の里と書かれているのか気になってね。
I can't help but wonder why this is the one place where it's written like that. The home kanji separated out. Ogon no Sato instead of Ogon Kyo. And I believe Rosa was the one that mentioned this as well in episode 3. And remember, Rosa solved the riddle, so trust in what Rosa's saying here.
本当だ。確かに。他はみんな黄金鏡って書かれてるのに。
Everywhere else it says Golden Land, Ogon Kyo, but now it says Ogon no Sato, or Ogon no Kyo. Even though all the rest are written in the Golden Land, the 10th twilight is the only one where it's different, and Home of the Gold is written instead. I wonder if the word home has some kind of special meaning. Kyo, Sato. I mean, maybe maybe it has something to do with Kinzo's beloved home of old. London. Imagine it is London though. That would be funny. But wait, how many London? London is 6 characters. London is 6 characters. It's not 11 or 13. That's the problem. What about United Kingdom? Oh my god! It's 13. Wait. Is it actually? United Kingdom, wait. UNITEDKINGDOM. That's 13 characters, y'all. Am I onto something? Wait. United Kingdom. Remove the first 6 chosen by the key. What's the key? Which 6 are supposed to... Wait. I'm gonna be onto something. Nah. You got... no, wait. If United Kingdom... If it is to eliminate the 2 in the middle, United Kingdom, then remove the first 6, which I don't know what the key's saying. What's the key saying? What are the 6 you're supposed to remove? Holy crap! This is wild! It could just be complete coincidence. Remove the first 6, then remove the 2 who are close. Then we get some word, and it's an anagram. Maybe? I'm gonna have to spend some time writing down after this if that's true though. But I don't know what the key is. Now I can't go onward until I know what the key is. I have to find this key though. I don't know. I need to know what 6 characters I should remove is. That's the problem. I don't know which 6 characters to remove. But United Kingdom could be a shout. It's 13 characters! It doesn't have to be 11, right? 11 is only if it's supposed to be a separation and not an elimination. Maybe we've been interpreting it wrong. And maybe it is an elimination. Then United Kingdom is valid. Let's keep reading for now, though. That is actually wild.
しかしバトラ君とあのエリカちゃんって子はすごいわね。
Still, you and that Erica girl are incredible. Well, guess what, Rosa. Tough luck. That's not actually Battler. This is Battler being controlled by Erica, in fact. Or by Berncastle, I guess. So maybe Battler's not as incredible as you think he is. But you guys are probably laughing so hard because if I'm most likely completely wrong about my Epitaph 3 about it being United Kingdom and London, and you guys are probably laughing so loud because I'm way off the mark. But you know what? Hey, my reasoning is there. It exists. I think I have good reasoning, and if I'm spot on, get wrecked. I'm a genius if I'm spot on. So there you go.
発想が本当に柔らかい。私なんかもうおばさんだから頭が全然回転しないのよ。
I'm already an old lady and my mind just doesn't work that fast. Don't lie to us, Rosa. You solved the riddle. You're a genius, Rosa. Don't undersell yourself. Besides, this isn't really Battler. Battler is definitely dumber than you are, Rosa. Don't worry.
今日の鍵の選びし6人は6文字を間引けという意味だという推理は見事だったわ。
The theory about the 6 chosen by the key signifying 6 characters to be removed was very impressive. Another thing is, to be fair to you, Rosa, I will also say, you did say in episode 2 that the youngest sibling always has to be a little bit dumber than the older siblings. And I think that might be another reason why you're acting like you're dumber than you actually are. Because Rosa, you're a genius. Don't undersell yourself for sure.
そう聞かされちゃったらもうそうにしか思えないけれど、それまでは全然そうだと思わなかったもんね。自分の頭の硬さが嫌になるわ。
It's frustrating how thick-headed I am. Nah, Rosa, we love you. We love you, Rosa. We'll stick by you. Not for everything, alright? Not everything you do is holy, alright? No, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of your actions are questionable, especially regarding your daughter. But we still appreciate you for being, you know. Anyway, yeah.
そんなことないっすよ。ローズおばさんだって頭十分柔らかいっすよ。
Facts, tell her.
その黄金の里って発見は何かの鍵になるかもしれないじゃないですか。
The home discovery might be really important somewhere down the line. Alright. Let's go, Battler. Keep complimenting Rosa. Alright, the more you compliment Rosa, the more I like you, Battler. Even though you're not the really Battler. But I guess the more I like Berncastle.
とんでもない。カチカチよ。私なんてついこの間までは第一の番というのは黄金鏡までの道中の10分の1の場所だとか思ってたんだから。
I was thinking of the first one as a place, 1/10 of the way to the golden land. Okay, that's one way to interpret it. I didn't interpret it like that.
なんすかそれ。面白そうだから聞かせてくれませんか。
What's that? Sounds interesting. Do you mind telling me about it? Hmm? Giggle.
だって第一の晩の前のように黄金鏡へ旅立つべしって書いてあるでしょ。
Yeah.
そして10日をかけて旅をするわけだから、これはその旅の途中のお話なんだろうと思ったの。
Does that mean that the the Twilights end in October 5th, but really they started 10 days before then? So I thought that the first Twilight would be part of the way through that journey. Um. Wait. But if it's a 10-day journey, if it's a 10-day journey, and the 5th of October is the 10th day, that's when the witch revive. Well, no wait, that's when you reach the home of the gold, right? And this is after the witch revives. Does that mean that the witch revives in the 4th of October? The witch revives and none shall be left alive in the 4th of October, and in the 5th of October, that's when in the 5th of October is when you reach the home of the gold. What does that mean? When that means that the Twilights, this journey starts 10 days before October 5th, which would mean, let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. How many days are there in September? 30, right? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means September 26th. That means it starts September 26th all the way through October 5th. So really, the journey starts September 26th. Are you telling me Nancy got that phone call from her child, let's say in September 26th? That would be one way to do it. Or maybe, let's keep reading for now.
旅
September 26th. Why would that be a special number though? That's 9. That's 26 by 9. But actually in Japanese, they have year, month, days. So it would actually be 926, right? 926. 926. Is there 926? Is there a special meaning to those numbers? What about October 4th and 5th? Are there special meanings to those numbers? You have 10-4 and 10-5. 10-4, 10-5. Or maybe 410 and 409. No, I don't see anything. Because Chester 45, Chester 410. Chester 410! October 4th! Oh! Is that why her name is Chester 410? October 4th? That would be one way to connect. But then the dates wouldn't be Japanese anymore. The dates would be more worldwide. The dates would then be day, month, year, which is what we use. And the day would then be 4th, and then October, and then 1986. 4th of October, that's 4 and 10. 4th of October, 4th in the 10th month, 410. Chester 410. Maybe Chester 410 is connected to the first day. Maybe I'm thinking about this way too deeply. I probably am. Maybe I've just made a random coincidental connection. Let's keep reading for now.
確かに
I see.
それで旅を始めて最初の一晩目のキャンプで6人を生贄に捧げて、ならその場所ってどこだろう。スタート地点から何キロ目なんてね、内緒よ。おばさんバカだから黄金の里のことずっと黄金の京って読んじゃってて。
I'm not very clever, so for a long time I read the home kanji as Kyo when it's probably Sato. You're saying you're not very clever. You're one of only two people that have solved the riddle after how many years that it's been up?
ほら、京って言うと京都みたいでしょ。
And Kyo reminds you of Kyoto, right? It's often shortened to Kyo. Are you telling me that the hidden gold came from Kyoto? Because we know currently it's in the island somewhere.
だからお父様の故郷から京都までの旅路の最初の10分の1の地点に何か秘密が隠されてるんじゃないかって思って。
So I thought the 10-day trip might be between father's home and Kyoto. And there might be something hidden 1/10 of the way there. Oh! Or maybe Kyoto is Kinzo's beloved home of old? That could be another interpretation, maybe?
いやめちゃくちゃ斬新っすよその発想。10日をかけての旅の最初の一番目の場所、そこの地名が鍵か。
The name of that place might be the key. Hmm. Oh.
それを知るにはスタート地点とゴール地点がわからないとね。スタート地点はわかってるの。
Oh right, Rosa knows. All the siblings know. Please tell me where the home is.
お父様が懐かしむ故郷はわかってる。
Tell me. Wait a minute. If she says it's Kyoto, if she thinks Kyoto is the end point, that would mean Kyoto isn't his home. If she knows where his home is, that means it's not Kyoto. If she knows where his home is, and she knows, let's say it is London, like my theory says. I don't know, man.
お父様は少年時代をとても遠方で過ごされたのよね。
Father really did spend his youth a long way away. Hey! London is a long way away. I'm just saying. Maybe it's London? Maybe it is somewhere in the west, at least, even if it's not London. River Thames might not be the Sweetfish River, but, you know. Could it be like... Could it be in Africa, the River Nile? Nah, what does that have to do with Sweetfish River? To be fair, what does River Thames have to do with Sweetfish River? I only guessed London and River Thames because it's a river and because it's western and he loves the western, you know, culture. That's my only gateway to that theory, really.
でも問題はゴールの黄金鏡ね。
No. My problem is the home of the home. My problem is still Kinzo's home. Although, Rosa, if you're telling me you know where Kinzo's home is, and so does every other sibling, but you still haven't figured out the riddle, that means that there's more to solving the riddle than just knowing where Kinzo's beloved home of old is. Which means that even if I know where Kinzo's beloved home of old is, I'm still doo-doo at trying to solve the riddle. I'm still not gonna get much further, am I? But I'd still like to know.
一体どこのことなのかしら。それがわからなきゃ私の説もさっぱり。長いことここで行き詰まってたんだけど、今日のバトラ君たちの推理を聞いてて、やっぱり私の恥ずかしい勘違いだったんだわって思い知ったわ。
I've been stuck at the spot for a long time, but after listening to your reasoning today, I realized that what an embarrassing mistake I've been making. Don't worry, like I said, Batter's not actually that smart.
いやそれはそれできっと面白い発想だと思います。
Omoshiroi.
スタートとゴール10日間の旅、その最初の一晩目の到達点。
案外バトラ君ならポロッと解けちゃったりして。
Believe it or not, I think you might solve this one easily, Batter-kun.
もしおばさんのヒントで解けたなら、1割の半分でもいいから分けっこしてね。約束よ。
Promise me. Ah, Rosa! Let's go! Rosa, we love you. Rosa, we love you. Auntie, I'll definitely give you more than 5%. I'll definitely give you, I don't know, 500 million or something, for sure, or something. Yeah. Because what's 5% of 10 billion? That would be, that'd be 50, wouldn't it? 50 million? My brain is blanking. No, because it's 5 billion. No, it'd be 500. No, yeah, it would. Whoa, that would be 5%. Let's go. I said it. I don't know why I said 50 million. It would be 500 million. Like I said, I would give her. So we'll go with that. I'll give you 5%. I'll give you 500 million. Out of that 10 billion. Heck yeah. Yeah. Sure. I mean, I'll give you 10% even. I'll give you 1 bill. How many dollars is that? That's $10 million. That's enough to secure you, your company, Rosa for the rest of your lives. Let's go. 10 million is a lot of money. You're pretty good. Isn't 10 million enough money for a single person to survive with for their entire life? So there you go. Or maybe close. It's close. It's up there. You're almost good for your entire life if you have $10 million, aren't you? So There you go, Rosa. I'll give you enough money, or maybe you can pass it on to Maria. Succeed in your company. I believe in you, and treat Maria better. She gave me a wink. Ah, Rosa, thank you. She gave me a wink and a smile, which almost made my heart jump a little, even though she was my aunt. Hey yo, hey yo. Okay, nah. I'm not. Listen. To be fair, she's not my aunt. But Battler. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo. Battler. Battler. Cool it. Cool it. Alright? You were already being weirded off with Jessica, your cousin, in episode 1. No more of that. Nah. This is your father's younger sister. Alright? Battler. Chill. Battler, chill. To be fair, wait a minute. Actually, wait a minute. This is all Lambda's interpretation, or maybe Burns' interpretation. I think it's Lambda. Lambda's interpretation of how things happen. Hey, yo, Lambda! You need to chill! Not Battler! Which made my heart jump a little. Nah, shut up. Nah, our Go Battler wouldn't actually... you saw the way he was acting with Jessica in episode 1, though. Battler, would you be guilty of this? Would you be guilty of being sus with your aunt? That's sus, dude. That's sus. Like, listen. Alright? My love for Rosa does not come from that... to be fair, nah. The wink and smile, though. Yo! She winked and smiled at me. That's big. But still. Battler, it's your aunt. I mean, see, I can... It made your heart jump a little. Battler, you're wild, you know? Or Lambda, or whoever it is that's interpreting this. But... That's canon. That happened. Rosa winked and smiled at me. That's canon. Yo, I'm definitely giving her $1 billion. Yeah, if I find the goal, I'm giving Rosa $1 billion. Let's go. And I'm gonna tell her to treat her daughter better as well. I know it's none of my business, but I do. That's all I'll say, and then I'll leave. You know. But I mean, come on. All right. And also, thank you for the wink and smile, Rosa. I'm never gonna forget that. I'm not gonna forget that you winked and smiled at me. Rosa, thank you. We love you, Rosa. We love you. We shall simp for Rosa at all times. Ami Luffy squad, simp up for Rosa. We love Rosa. Apparently, actually, she's not a very well-liked character. Apparently, yeah, according to a commenter, or a few commenters actually, Rosa's not a very well-liked character in the in the Umineko community, which is I see why. No, to be fair, I do see why. But I was a little bit surprised by that. I don't know anything about the Umineko community. I don't know what's going on, but apparently Rosa's not the most spy-like character. I think she's considered a disliked character. So I think I'm in the minority of people who actually love Rosa. But hey, look at this, bro. After that wicked smile, how can you not be a fan, y'all? Come on now. Thank you. As I helped her wash the coffee cups, yo, I'd love to wash coffee cups with Rosa. I kept on pondering the Epitaph's riddle silently. Alright, you do that, mate. Instead of appreciating the little bit of time you have with Rosa before you all die, you can appreciate the coffee cup washing with Rosa. You decide to try and solve the riddle. Waste of time. Actual waste of time. You know how Byrne was like, oh, you stopped thinking because you couldn't do anything during the first day? What I would do is spend time with Rosa. After I finished helping Auntie Rosa and went into the corridor on my way to the bathroom, I saw Erika unlocking the door to her room on the way there. Unlocking the door to her room? But you've left Rosa though, that's already an L. That's a mistake. That's an L, big L. Come on now. Yeah, her winking a smile at me is canon. I don't care if Eric was not there to see it. It's canon. That happened.
あんたの部屋は2階じゃなかったか？てっきり上に上がってもう部屋で休んでるのかと思ってたぜ。
I was sure you'd gone upstairs and fallen asleep by now.
ちょっと探し物をしてまして。
I was just searching for something. What do you mean by that?
ここにならあるのではないかと思いまして。
I thought it might be here. Nah, that's weird. In a random room in a guest house off of an island you've never been to before, you just washed ashore because you almost drowned. That is very weird.
探し物？
Searching for something? Searching for the gold? Erica unlocked the door and opened it. Don't tell me the gold's in there. Nah, there's no way. I highly doubt it. A dusty smell drifted out. Oh. Use the archive. Ah, okay. So she's... Ayo, you two can go riddle solving together then. Let's go. The distance between the bookshelves was too small for this to be called a library room. This was obviously a room made for storing books, not reading them.
探し物ってのは本なのか？
So you're searching for a book.
本と言いますか。まあ、資料です。
Reference material? What?
どうしてもしたい調べ物がありまして。
There's something I simply have to look up. Is it the same thing that Eva had to look up when she solved the riddle?
碑文の謎に関する探し物か？まだ諦めてなかったとは殊勝なこったな。200億の黄金は魅力か？
Pretty admirable that you haven't given up yet. I guess turning building any is pretty enticing. I hadn't given up either. Apparently we were both bad at giving up. That's right.
まさか
That's right. Don't give up. Never give up. That's true. That's the right mindset to have.
私にとって興味があるのは謎解きだけ。黄金を求めるのは推理が正しかったことの証明が欲しいからだけです。仮に見つけても猫ババなんてしませんのでご安心を。
I'm only looking for the gold because I want proof that my reasoning was correct. Even if I found it, I wouldn't pocket it for myself, so don't worry. She immediately dismissed the idea, saying that she just liked solving riddles and had no interest at all in the gold. My first impression of her had been that she was a bit of a weird one, and it looked like I hadn't been wrong. Erica started searching for the book she was after, slowly going around the bookshelves.
碑文の謎解きなら俺もまだ挑戦中だぜ。ああ、そうそう。さっきローザおばさんに第一の番のヒントになるかもしれない面白い話を聞いたぜ。
I heard something interesting from Auntie Rosa, which might be a hint about the first Twilight. Alright, so we know this conversation is happening for real because both main characters that have been main characters before or right now or whatever are communicating with each other. So we know this conversation is really happening. Eric is experiencing this and Battle is experiencing this. We can trust what's happening here. Now there's no real doubt in the sense that we've seen before with Battler and Rosa maybe. But that wink is still canon. That wink and smile, canon. I don't care.
伺います。
May I ask what it was? Erica asked this without stopping her search or even turning to face me.
第一の番にの前の行に鍵を手にせし者は以下に従いうんぬんってのがあったろ。
鍵を手にせし者は以下に従えて黄金鏡へ旅立つべし。
ふう、もう暗記したのかよ。さすがだな。
Guess I shouldn't be surprised. You already got it memorized. Got it memorized. I love you, Axel.
それがどうかしたんですか？
はあ、黄金鏡へ旅立つべしだろ。ローザおばさんは第10の番、すなわち10日をかけて懐かしき故郷から黄金鏡へ向けて旅に出るということを連想したらしい。
And Rosa knows what the beloved home of old is. Even though she's not straight up revealing it because it would be too big of a hint, she knows what it is. And she still hasn't solved the riddle though, even with all the hints that we've given her, with Erica and stuff.
実はそれは私も気づいてました。
I'm saying that this conversation is really happening. Burncast is still controlling Battler's piece. So this is really just Erica talking to herself here. or talking to Burncastle or kind of herself. This is a weird conversation that they're having. Battle didn't really join in until after the first twilight happens, which is not yet. It hasn't happened yet.
10日かかる旅路の1日目にたどり着く場所。
What?
そこから生贄を捧げる。
The place you reach on the first day of the 10-day journey. That's where you offer the sacrifices from? From that place? What?
ああ、ローザおばさんもまさにそれを想像した。面白い推理だと俺も思う。10日の旅の初日にたどり着く場所、その土地、もしくは地名が鍵になるんじゃねえかってな。
Or maybe... what was Kinder's beloved home of old? I think... Is Kinder's beloved home of old? Is that an 11 character name? Word? Nah, because I feel like if it was, then wouldn't have siblings immediately took note to that? Like, oh, Kinder's beloved home of old! It's 11 characters! It works perfectly with the theory! Right? So maybe it isn't? Maybe it is an 11 character word? Maybe this first place where you sacrifice the 6, that's the 11 character word? That bit of land, or else the place's name might be the key? That place you reach on the first day of the 10-day journey.
地名が鍵になるのではないかという推測は私もしています。だから資料が見たいんです。
Sacrifice the 6 chosen by the key.
推測を確信に変えるために。
I want to turn this from speculation into certainty.
あんた、探し物は何なの?
What is it that you're looking for? Probably a map. A map of Japan. Then, Erika's hand suddenly stopped, and she slowly pulled it out. Then, as she dusted it off, she finally looked at me and spoke.
地図帳です。
An atlas. Oh! You know, I wasn't too far off the mark. She was looking for a book that would show her, you know, where locations are. An atlas. That's the end of the chapter. We're gonna end this there. We're gonna end this here, ladies and gentlemen. She's found her atlas. Alright. It is 10 p.m. Coolio. Those who reach it. That's this chapter name. Cool, cool, cool. Going to the mansion. Okay, back to Nazi's illusions. We go from the start of the next part. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. At least as much as I enjoyed reading it. Next time we continue on, maybe with more riddles solving with Erika, or maybe we're gonna check out Nazi's illusions for a whole other part. We'll see how it goes. But we're done with another chapter for now, and it's been fun riddle solving. I still don't feel like I've gone much further, but hey, we got our London theory going. We got our United Kingdom theory going, so we'll stick with that for now. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time for some more. So yeah, alright y'all. Peace.